Hey, what's going on? Passion Unchained. Joe here. Yesterday I talked about how fear of rejection is the big baddie in our dating lives. The other thing, though, is behind fear of rejection, there is something deeper. Because where does it come from, right? Now, part of it is ancient tribe life in our DNA. We were in tribes where there were a bunch of women that were fertile, and then there were men that were virile, and the men would try to get the girls, right? And the most successful men, the strongest men, the men that gave the most to the tribe would get the most girls. And if we, as men in that scenario, went after the women and were rejected, well, now our dating pool has just gone smaller, and potentially we don't have any options anymore, and that would be horrible, right? It's not as horrible nowadays, but it used to be horrible. Yet even deeper and more relevant to modern times is the secret supervillain that's behind everything. A superhero, especially if you watched Hawkeye recently on Disney+, and a bunch of other superhero movies, especially Iron Man 3 with the Mandarin, Iron Man 3 with a Mandarin, and also even Mandalorian, there's a secret, there's the secret baddie behind everything. The secret supervillain behind the big baddie of fear of rejection is low self-esteem. And that's more relevant to modern times, and I still suffer from this myself, as probably do most guys. We fear that our internal sense of unworthiness will be reflected in the eyes of women we want to get with. That's the real crux of it, is that we feel like we're not worthy, and we feel like women are going to show us that belief. It's not so much we fear that the women feel this way, because if you go to a grocery store and the person at the counter doesn't like your shirt, it's like, hey, that's a weird shirt to wear. Why'd you wear that shirt? You'd probably be like, oh, fucking weirdo. Like, why is she commenting on my shirt? It doesn't make any sense. Like, whatever. Maybe, especially if she's not really attractive, and you're not going to really care about what she thinks, right? Because you don't care, right? If you cared, you would care. Like, if you care about what she thinks, and you care, right? And so part of it is like, you only care about what women think of you, or like maybe guys you look up to. But if you were 100% secure in your own skin, if you felt good about yourself, you wouldn't be worried about what girls think of you. If a girl thinks bad of you, you'd be like, fuck her. Like, I don't give a shit about her. Like, I'm just not going to hang around her. Like, if she's going to put me down, then why would I care? Actually, for instance, I know that I can help guys with their dating life, and there's some group on Facebook where somebody's like, hey, what do you guys do? And then I'm like, hey, like I do dating profile photography. I'm also a dating coach, as well as other things. And a girl who used to be a friend of mine, but because of this and some other things, we're not really that close. We were never really super close. She was kind of an acquaintance, and now she's just kind of like a nothing because of things like this. She was like, she commented on it. She's like, Joe, ? A dating coach, and then had this like weird like emoji that was like, are you serious? And joking is fun. And like there are a lot of friends that I have that might post something like that in jest, but with her, from other interactions I had with her, like she was not really doing so in jest. She was being critical, and I didn't really give a shit, because I am secure about my ability to help guys. So it only affects you what other people think if you care and if you feel the same way to an extent. And so for me, because I'm still going through this, when a girl rejects me, it brings up feelings I've already had about not being enough. And that's what this low self-esteem is. It's not really what other people think of you. That's just the trigger. It's what you feel about yourself. It's your feeling of, do I deserve happiness? Because if you feel you deserve happiness and a girl's not giving you happiness, you'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't want to hang around with you because I deserve happiness. I'll find a girl who gives me happiness. If you don't feel you deserve happiness, if you have low self-esteem, you think lowly of yourself, If a girl treats you badly, you're going to be like, why are you treating me badly? Like, this is not good. It's going to bring up these feelings of insecurity. You're not going to feel like you have other options. And so you're going to stick with her and try to change her mind, try to change her into what you really want. But truly what you really want is you want to reinforce those feelings of low self-esteem. And so the key here, there are some actionable things that you can do. The bad news is not easy or simple or quick. The good news is that when you do solve it, it helps so many areas of your life. Things flow more easily in work, in love, in anything you're doing for yourself, like losing weight, things like that. And you don't feed into issues and make them bigger or more permanent. Problems just don't stick around. A few habits that are good to help you with this. If you have low self-esteem, like I'm working through right now, journaling is amazing. Meditating and confronting your thoughts. And these are all interchangeable. They all help each other out. The more you journal, the more aware of your thoughts you are, and you're kind of meditating when you journal. And the more you meditate, the more things come up, the more you confront your thoughts. You know, it all fits together. A really good book to read, which my mentor shared with me, is Letting Go. I started re-listening to it today, and after deciding to tackle my own low feelings of self-worth, and it's already helping me process and let go of my feelings of unworthiness so that I can move on. I'm curious what helps you or has helped you feel more worthy and loved in your own life. How have you, if you've gotten over this low self-esteem and you have a high self-esteem now, how have you achieved that? What has helped you a lot? I offer dating profile consultations for free. If you click the link below, we'll get on a call and I will give you a free consult of your dating profile, photos and everything, and then explore a possible photo shoot if it seems like you're a fit. So go check that out if you want. And this coming year, this is video I think 415. I have 2 more of this whole challenge. I'm really excited to finish this. Next year, I am doing 1 video, 1 blog post, and 1 email to my newsletter every week, and I will be sharing the links to sign up for that once it's up. Wishing you the best, and I'm excited to go forward with helping you build a life you love.